Hi friends, it's Miss Sarah. Today we'll be doing a sink or float experiment. For this experiment, we'll need some toys that can get wet, so nothing wooden and nothing that has batteries, and we're also going to need a bucket of water. Let's take a look and see what I have. So here's my tub of water, and here are my toys that I'm going to use for the experiment. So now that I've got all of the items that I'm going to need for my experiment, I'm going to start by making a prediction about each item individually before I put it into the water. A prediction is a smart guess about what it's going to do. And remember, we are going to be predicting which of these toys are going to sink or float. Before we get started, I have a question for you. I made a pattern with my toys. Did any of you guys notice what it is? If you didn't, that's okay. Maybe you'll notice it as I start to do the experiment. Okay, let's start the experiment. Okay, here's my first item. It's a yellow basket. Do you think this basket is going to sink to the bottom or float on top? Ready? Have you made your guess? Okay, let's find out and see what's going to happen. There it is, floating on top of the water. If you thought it was going to float, tap your shoulders. Okay, let's see what our next item is. A little blue fish. Was this fish gonna sink to the bottom or float on top? I wonder. Okay, friends, remember to make your prediction. What's your best guess going to be? Okay, are you ready? Let's find out. Well, there you have it. The blue fish sunk to the bottom. If you thought that blue fish was going to sink, tap your shoulders again. Here's our next item. It's a fun little rubber duck. Do you think this yellow rubber duck is going to float on top of the water? Or do you think this yellow duck is going to sink to the bottom? Are you ready? Let's find out. Ooh. He's floating. Next we have a blue hair tie. Will this hair tie float or sink? What's your prediction? What will your guess be? Are you ready? It sunk to the bottom. If you thought it was going to sink, tap your head. Okay, here's our next one. It's a little yellow dustpan. Will this dustpan sink or float? What do you think will happen with this toy? Okay, let's find out. It's floating on top of the water. Hey, look. Do you guys notice what color items and toys are floating on top of the water? Yeah, they're yellow. Which ones have sunk to the bottom? All of the blue ones sunk to the bottom. Interesting. Here is our last item. What do you think this toy will do? What's going to happen? Will this blue basket sink or float? Let's find out. Oh, looks like it's floating on top. But do you notice? It's kind of under the water. It's still floating though. Cool. So I'm going to take a minute and count how many items are floating on top. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 toys are floating on top. And there are 1, 2 toys that have sunk to the bottom. So cool. That was definitely a fun experiment, and you can do that experiment at home as well. Make sure to ask a family member to help you, and again, remember, if you're going to choose some toys to put in, make sure they're not wooden, and that they don't have batteries, and that they're okay to go in the water. Before I go, I'm wondering, did you happen to see what my pattern was? If you thought it was yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, then you were right. Go ahead and tap yourselves on your shoulders again. All right, friends, I'll see you next time. Bye.